Alright guys, so a bit of a different one today. We are going to have a look at the state of the game because I don't normally make these videos, but as a free-to-play player, it's becoming a lot harder to be a bit competitive in any of these quests or any of this game at all. So what I want to talk about is, I want to talk about Battlegrounds and I want to talk about the Gacha box that's on right now. So the Gacha box is, at the moment, it's Arnim Zola. And Arnim Zola is already a very, very good defender. He does have like a few hard counters like Carolina Dean, he's got Obsidian and a few more. But for the most part, he's really good because he can stall out a Battlegrounds fight, right? And all of a sudden, he's now got an Ascension. Ascension's fine. Look, I appreciate Ascension. It's not like the best free-to-play friendly, but at least you can get it as free-to-play and you can kind of like make your champions a bit stronger so you can punch up sometimes against a rank 5 with a rank 4. But this is just overkill. Like, an Ascension Zola is just too much, I feel, because as I said, he's already a really good defender, and add Ascension to him, and he's just going to stall out the fights in Battlegrounds until you just lose because you don't finish him off in time. And it just becomes really, really toxic to the Battlegrounds meta and every other meta, to be honest. Like, Alliance War, Battlegrounds, you've got all these other things, and it just makes it so toxic and just so non-free-to-play friendly. And then to top it off, like, because there's 16 keys in total, right? I would go as far to say as $10, maybe $10 a key. That would still be $160 for an Ascension to Zola. That doesn't seem a lot, but in comparison, that does seem a lot, sorry. But in comparison to the amount that they're charging right now, that is crazy, because if you look here, I don't know where it is. I'll have to scroll down a bit. Did I miss it? I might have missed it. I missed it. So it's probably up here somewhere. Yeah, here. They're selling them for $30 a key. And 30 times 16 is... I'll input the data here. I don't know exactly what it is. But it is really, really expensive. And they're not even giving us one for free. Like, it's really expensive. So people won't even want to go for it. People are already hating the fact that they've added Zola, let alone a $30 key. So that's just a bit greedy on Kabam's part, because for a $30 key, you're most likely either going to get some Ascension tokens, which are nice, as in terms of these Ascension tokens, or you're going to get 5 Empowered Crystals. Like, Empowered Crystals, sure, they're good, but most of the time you're just going to hit a 6-star or a 7-star shards. And for $30 each, you don't want that. You won't want that. And if you look here, Empowered Crystals have a 61% chance to drop. Like, 61% chance. You're just wasting your money at that point. And yeah, like, Arnim Zola, yeah, as I said, Arnim Zola is really good. And to add a defender of this caliber up in this type of box or anything, or to Ascension even, it's just really bad for, like, free to play. And I don't know how much I can stress this, and I can't stress this enough, but the divide between free-to-play and paid is getting so much worse, because as a free-to-play player, I have around 7-star rank 5s. I have 4. I have 4 of those. And I have done a lot of endgame content. So I've done Act 9, I've 100%ed it, I've 100%ed all the acts. I've done the Karinas, which can give you another. So I've done the rank 5 Karina. I have done the Apex Coliseum. Well, for now, that gives you enough for a 1.5. And I've done all of these things. I even had to spend units on the last sale in order to just get that 4th rank 5. But the way that the game is going, it's just getting so much more. There's such a divide between free to play and paid, because paid, depending on how much you spend, but paid you can have like 25 to 30 rank 5 7 stars. Like that's like the whale whales. That's like the Usafas. But that just shows you the divide, because you can have 25 more rank 5s than a free to play player. It's just crazy. Like, it just destroys all of the hard work that free to play players have done to catch up. That they're just giving all of these good rewards to people that spend money. I mean, sure, like, you always have to accommodate the people that spend, and you should give them more things than a free to play would. But it's just so disproportionate. And it makes me angry that it's just so disproportionate, and the paid are taking off so far ahead of free to play. And I don't think that's something that Kabam can change that quickly. Like, they physically need to slow down, or they run the risk of a lot of people leaving. A lot of people are already leaving because of the decisions that Kabam have made. But still, like, it's just getting to the point where I might as well just not be competitive anymore. Because on top of that, I am Platinum 2 at the moment, right? So I'm doing all right. This is the highest point I've been at in a few seasons, because I haven't played the last seasons, because the meta is just so paid geared. Like, you have to have all the good champs and all that, but I don't. Like, this is my Battlegrounds deck at the moment. This does look a bit toxic, because I got like the Elena, I've got the Jean Grey, I've got the Kindred, I've got the Nico, I've got the Zola. But even so, like, I don't even have my Jean at max sig, I don't have my Nico at max sig, I don't have my Serpent at max sig, because I just can't. And so I'm going up against all of these rank 5 7 stars. Like, oh no, probably not, because people wouldn't be on. But I'm just going up against such high caliber that I can't make it out of Platinum. And before 7-star rank 5s became so prominent, I was doing well. Like, I was making Gladiator Circuit each season, and I was parking there because I don't want to push anymore, because then I'll be absolutely destroyed. But the fact that I can't even get to Gladiator Circuit anymore because of the disparity in roster. Like, I think I have a pretty good roster, right? As a free-to-play and competitive. I could have more rank 4s, but I choose to rank 2 to 3 my champions. But the amount of tier 5 alpha that is available to free-to-players is just not enough to keep up. And so I'm going up against, like, I'll add a photo here, but I was going up against 11 rank 5 7 stars. And luckily I won because a guy couldn't play well. But that just seems so bad. And that was in gold. Like, that was in gold. That's all the way back here. Well, that's not that far. But I was like gold 2 to 3, right? And the fact that they have 7-star rank 5s in gold 2 makes the mode unplayable, because any new person that comes into the mode, oh yeah, I want to play some here, they might have 6-star rank 5s. They are getting destroyed by people in gold 2. That it's just not worth them playing it. So they're killing this mode by not doing anything about it. Like, they need to physically do something about that gap. And maybe I have a few ideas. So a few ideas of mine are, so first of all, in order to make this mode a bit more playable, each rank, so you've got your bronze, silver, gold, whatever, they should be locked to a star level. So each star level, so you've got maybe like, you start off with maybe 2 stars in bronze, 3 stars in silver, 4 stars, until you reach 7 stars, right? So at least by the time you reach 7 stars, you'll be high enough that your going up against people the same caliber as you, and not destroying the fun of these people down in bronze, because it's just not fun. It's not fun for them. Like, it just destroys the whole mode completely. Right? And if they did that, if they made 2-star, if they made it 2 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars, whatever, it would bring the game mode back, because it's more based off skill as opposed to roster size. And some people have really good skill, but are locked to their 6 stars because they just can't go any higher. But yeah, they're just being punished for not having a good enough roster. And this isn't meant to be like a top tier mode. It's not meant to be end game mode. It's not meant to be anything like that. It's just meant to be something fun, something competitive that people can go up against PvP wise, because there's not much of that. There's not much PvP. I think this might be the only PvP actually, but it's just not fun for them. And so they just quit out, and some people just leave the game, because why bother getting a higher roster if you're still going to get destroyed? So that's one of the ways that I'd try and fix it. But then a second fix that I could see is like a season where it, similar to the last idea with the 2 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars, a season where everyone is 2-star locked. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but even up in Gladiator Circuit, you're 2-star locked. So, or 3-star or 4-star, depending on what you want. But at least it becomes more about skill and not roster size. And maybe you should only probably have one season, because otherwise it discourages all the whales from whaling out and trying to get those higher progressions. But it just seems that if you do one season of that and you get the feedback from people, you can see whether that idea works or not. Because if that idea works, they'll be really good for the mode. And you can try it again and again and change certain things about it in order for it to become a much better mode. Because there's not much else they can do to make this mode worse. Like, this meta is pretty good, because it's just like you take more damage from specials and you're rooted. But the last few seasons have really killed off the mode, so they can't really do much more, to be honest. So why not experiment? So that is what I think about that mode. I really hope it comes back, because I actually find it quite interesting. I like it, but it's just becoming unplayable, and it's just crazy. So if you look at my rank 3s, 4s, 5s, I have 3, 4, 5s. I have 60 rank 3, 4 to 5s, and people higher, like people up in a Gladiator Circle have over 100 for sure. But I'm going backwards in terms of free to play to paid. I'm going backwards. Like, I'm going so far backwards in terms of I can't keep up anymore, because everything's so paid geared that I just physically can't anymore. Like, and that's not good, because I love this game. As I said, I've played it since 2018. I've been playing it for 8 years now. And it's a good game, but they're just making it worse. They're just bringing everything into disrepute. And even with this towers thing is good, because it allows you to get the rewards, and at the start it allowed you to make it to the point where your roster can start to not handle it. Like, it would bump you up straight to the point. So I started in block 1, but then I moved to block 60 in like each of these modes. But yeah, you get hard locked, and then you need to spend money to get either more keys for it, or for more hero rating or higher champs, in order to actually get more of those keys. I don't know where the keys are actually. Where are they? Yeah, in order to get more keys, in order to keep playing the mode. Anyway, that is what I think about Battlegrounds and the Gacha box, to be honest. At least they're not doing the sales anymore where it costs 40,000 units, because I think it was last year or the year before, they made Human Torch 40,000 units for a 7-star. Like, that is excessive. unless you have 40,000 units at your disposal, which I don't have because, well, I've been doing like 15 Karinas or something just to try and get them out of the way and get this a bit cleaner. Unless you have 40,000 units, you're not going to get what you want. And so you're going to either have to spend a crap ton of money or just forget about it. And those people that spend money will have such a great advantage, especially with Dark Phoenix as well. She was like a 5 out of 5 defender. Everyone was placing her on defense because they didn't have a counter to her. And because she was so high in terms of money that you had to spend, no one really had access to her, so no one really knew how to fight her. And yeah, it's just crazy the way this game's going. Anyway, well, that will do it for today. I hope everyone has a good day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.